友们，大家好，欢迎收看《活在5点》，我是你们今天的主持人米莉。那大家都知道啊，我们最近多伦多的这个选举就在本周4了。我们今天呢，很荣幸的邀请到了自由党的候选人，他是代表的 Markham-Stouffville 的选区，他的名字呢是 Dr. Helena Jackson。那我们很高兴他今天做客我们的节目间。Hi, Dr. Helena. Nice to have you in the show.
So, it's a pleasure, Millie.
Thank you very much. So at the very beginning, can you do your self-introduction?
For sure. I'm Dr. Helena Jassic, and I'm the Liberal candidate running for re-election in the riding of Markham-Stouffville. I've been an MPP, a Member of Provincial Parliament, for 10 years, representing 4 municipalities. And now, because of the population growth, they made my riding a little smaller, so now it's Markham and Stouffville.
Thank you very much for coming to our show today. So first of all, I want to ask you, what do you think is the most important issue in this election?
Well, when I go and knock on people's doors and I talk to people in Markham and in Stouffville, they talk to me a lot about healthcare.
Healthcare?
Yes. I'm a medical doctor, so perhaps that's why they are so concerned. But I think for most people, it's really important to know that there will be a hospital bed if you need one, that you will have care, especially for seniors, for your family when you need it. And this is what I've been working on for the last 10 years since I was first elected.
Can you tell us some progress that you did in the healthcare?
Well, one of the things I'm very proud of is that we made Markham-Stouffville Hospital double the size. So now we have 2 times the number of beds, because when I was first elected, we knew that the population was growing because everybody wants to live in Markham, and so we knew the people were coming, and we needed to plan for the future. So we made a big expansion of the hospital, and now people really don't have to wait. If you go to Markham-Stouffville and you have some serious problem, they will look after you right away, and if you need to be admitted, there will be a bed for you. So that was a big progress, I think, that we made.
I think so, yeah, because lots of Chinese people want to live in Markham, and then it's really good for them to have like a quick access to their hospital. So what is the people's response to that?
Well, it's been very positive, but of course we have to keep planning for the future, and one of the areas is that people are getting older, and there are more and more seniors. People are living longer. Actually, in Ontario, we have one of the longest life expectancies in the whole world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so people are obviously getting older, but they can sometimes have some conditions, arthritis and diabetes and high blood pressure, things that mean that they need medical care. So we know that people want to stay at home, usually with their family, of course, for as long as they possibly can. So we're going to be increasing, and we have been over time, home care. So people have help, you know, if they need a bath or if they need some assistance getting dressed or getting around, we have home care, and we want to make that more and more so people can stay in their own homes.
Okay, that's really great. So for the home care, is that like you send more volunteers to the home, or is that like you giving their senior people more benefits?
It's actually more a professional care, so that they can have a nurse who comes, or if they need some physiotherapy to keep moving, they can get a physiotherapist in their home, or a personal support worker who can help them with things like having a bath, clipping their toenails, just the personal things that people need help with. And that is available. A family doctor can refer if a member of the family needs some help like that, and they can apply, and they get the person, the professional person, into their house to help them.
That's actually really great, because lots of people do not want to live in the nursing home.
Exactly.
And they just want to stay their home until they die. So,
sometimes, though, to be realistic, you do need to go into a nursing home. And in my riding of Markham-Stouffville, Mon Sheong has now been given the permission to build some 300 beds for the people who really, really need to go into a nursing home, because sometimes the family, it's just too much. So we have to plan a little bit. So I was very pleased. Many different organizations applied, and Monshong, who a very good reputation, they have a very big home in Richmond Hill. They are going to be building actually in Stouffville a nursing home.
That's really nice, because like a family taking lots of responsibility, like they have to work and they also have to take care of the old people, which is too much for them.
It can be finally too much. But the thing is to make sure that when they go to a nursing home, that they are having the food that they like and the same activities that they enjoy. And so, especially with Monshong, they of course know what Chinese people would like to have. And so they will create units where people who are Chinese Canadians can be together as well. So it makes it more like their own home.
So, okay, my question here is, how do you make sure that the quality in the nursing home is as good as people hope?
So we actually, as a government, introduced a lot more inspections so that we have inspectors that go into the homes without any appointment. They just come on one day and say, we're here to inspect. So there's no warning for the home to maybe quickly make some changes. And so they see exactly how it is, and they go through every single piece of the home. So the food, how clean the home is, how do they do the laundry, how do they have activities for the people. They look at everything. They make sure that people are not staying just in bed, but that they are coming out, that they are having some activities, and they measure everything. And if they find something wrong, they give a warning to the home, and they also have big fines, like financial penalties, if they find something wrong. I was the Minister of Health for the last few months, so for me that was very important that we make sure those standards are really, really good.
That's really nice, So for now we just talk about seniors, but another part I think Liberal focus is on the children's side.
It's also very important. We introduced the full-day kindergarten for 4- and 5-year-olds a couple of years ago. And now what we are committing is that we will start preschool at age 2.5.
2.5,
So we're bringing the age down from 4 so that people can have their children in a preschool from 2.5 to 4, and then they start into kindergarten.
That should be a big expense. How much money more are you going to put in it?
So for the average family, it means saving about $17,000 a year. That's how much daycare can cost. And again, these will be licensed daycare programs, preschool programs, so the quality will be very good as well. And it will be available to everybody.
So, okay, so the two things you talk about now is the children and seniors. So what areas do you think you have to set you apart from the other candidates?
Well, in particular, for me, being a candidate, I have been a member of provincial parliament for 10 years, so I have a lot of experience in the parliament. I've been a minister of community and social services, minister of health, and I was chair of the Ontario cabinet. So I have a lot of experience in the parliament, and as a background, I am a medical doctor. I have a master's in health sciences, and I also have a master's in business administration. So I understand a little bit about finances as well. So we must make our programs affordable as well.
Okay, let's say what if you win, what are you going to do to improve the society?
Well, basically I will be concentrating obviously on my riding here in Markham-Stouffville, making sure that we have good services here. One of the things we didn't mention that's very important for young people is that we brought York University, a satellite campus, here to Markham, which is so it's going to be part of York University that is going to have a building here at Kennedy and 7 in the new Markham downtown. So 4,000 students from the Markham area will be able to go to York University in Markham.
Oh, that's so easy for them.
It make it much easier, much less time on the bus going over to York University. So I think people will really like that.
Yeah, is there anything in the end you want to tell the audience to know about you?
So I would simply say that this is a very important election. People have been watching it very closely.
Yeah.
I would say to people living in Markham and Stouffville that I think I'm the best qualified candidate to represent the people here. So I hope on June 7th they will vote for me.
Okay, thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
coming to our show today, and best luck on the June 7th.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And 观众朋友们，谢谢收看本次节目，我们下期节目再见，大家拜拜。Okay, thank you everyone for watching the show.